Okay. 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 Right. So going again. I made a video about BLX and Bitcoin cycle. So if you're interested in that, you can find it on the channel as well. Just to recap, maybe on that, is that it was based on the time analysis of Bitcoin cycles and where we can be seeing the next potential top forming. That would of course need a really decent extension in time and in price for that to make any kind of sense. So although Eliwave is not particularly liking that too much, unless we have other options that I haven't labeled in here, like a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5. But you can see that if that continues to be so, that the price on Bitcoin is getting ridiculous as well. But yeah, you can check out that more closely on the channel. Let's check out the indices, what we've got. Again, hitting all-time highs. Unfortunately, we never got to this low here that I wanted. We had a chance here overall on Dow. Let's check out the very much more high time frame daily, where we've had the idea that more bearishly this has been a ABC. This is still the same extensions. We are getting closer and closer to that 1.618 here on log scale, regular scale. We have gone past, which generally means that, okay, it is very much more possible that this is, instead of an ABC, it's getting more into that 5-wave structure, where this here would be some kind of a 1 2 1 2, and it can be a wave 4. However, it is very shallow, the extension here on third wave, so that's why I don't really like to call it 1 2 3 4, or 4 in here and 5. Therefore I kind of starting to lean more towards this as a 1 2 1 2. Again, there's so much more bullish, and I understand that, but if that Bitcoin cycle top on October 2025 makes any sense, that would be still quite a long time here to develop. More locally, 1 2 1 2 1 2, super bullish of a count, and even 1 2 here is very, very bullish. Now this is yet another one of those that looks very much like a 5-wave structure. We took out a previous top here. Let's label it properly there. And we created divergences here. Well, not particularly here, but I think there might be actually smaller time frame maybe. Actually, no. Okay. Well, I don't think that really matters. The thing is that we have divergences here after this massive move up. Some kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2 was happening. Then 3, 4, 5 extension on 5th. And then wave 4 of this degree being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was expecting this to be already over. But now that we have created new high, it might be that I missed another 1, 2 here somewhere. It might be one of these where we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5. So it does not really matter how you label these. Thing is that previously when we were thinking about this potential long opportunity, we saw that the price only reflected like almost to that 618, I think, but never that low. This was kind of also kind of extended here, but I never got to the, let's see, the 2-to-1 extension, I think. Let's see, make sure, yeah, 2-to-1 extension would have been at the 0.618. And that is generally how I hold my stop losses in extensions. If I'm expecting a three-way structure, that is where I would be putting my stop loss. 1-to-1 all the way to 1.382. This would be the areas of entry. This would be my stop loss. So as a trade here, it would have been something like this, targeting the like at least 2-to-1. But now we would have done 2.9. I was getting greedy there because I had levels down below. So that's why I was expecting, waiting patiently and too patiently, I guess, in this situation for these areas like previous support area, but we never got there. So that didn't work out this time. But again, we didn't really lose anything because we never got into that position. But it would have been nice because this was what we were waiting for on multiple of these. So Dow now is very bullish looking. So we could actually take a look at what we can expect here, because here we have the extension. I think this is 0.61. It's just beyond. Yeah. If we start to come back down, where do we expect and look for long setups? Well, we have the best volume of this move here. You can see probably in here. I think it's somewhere here. Oh, it's actually up in here. That is odd. Okay. Range value area low, but we have loads of volume here. You can see it. That is also where we had a previous top. That could still be valid. We have a weekly here as well. Weekly view up. So I think we have to be kind of greedy as well again towards that 786. This time I'm setting alert somewhere around here in the halfway, because there's volume here as well, but that is this area here where we've seen consolidation before. And if we come back down in here, we could be looking for longs. Again, what we'd be looking for is this kind of setup. We had a really good setup here though. Had a consolidation. We took out a low. We bursted through that resistance and created a three-way structure coming down. You could have taken this setup here. I wasn't paying attention to this, unfortunately. But yeah. Maybe that's the next setup. We just gotta be patient now. ES, we're thinking more of this diagonal option, because again the first structure here was more like a 3. Then we had a WXYZ into wave 2, 3 down, and then we are having, let's get rid of these so we can actually see the structures again. Either this is again super bullish, 1, 2, 1. Well, I think this actually got invalidated pretty much. Let's see. It didn't. Okay. I think this is more likely to have a as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 3-way pullback, yet another high, and then we have had consolidation here, or well, climbing up correctively or diagonal. So again, if we come down a bit more, we could be looking for longs. ES not the best looking. That's why I like Dow a bit more at the moment, because that had very clear 5-way structure here. Nasdaq, diagonal pattern as well as possibility. This doesn't look really good either. We can of course label it into some kind of diagonal 3-way pullback, and then we could be just starting to launch, but I don't really see this, because I think Dow needs to cool down, ES might need to cool down a bit, and if those cool down, this might even roll over this low that we've had here on November 19th, and not my favorite here for sure. So if anything, I would probably trade Dow for now. Russell, very similar to Dow, never got back to the low or the idea where we wanted to long it, so just gotta be patient. This is another one that I might be looking for longs. Let's see, 618. We don't really have much here. We have a previous top similar to Dow as well. So I think an area here, somewhere at the 618. It doesn't have a volume though. This weekly has been gone through previously, found support as well. But if this is anything like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, then it doesn't really matter, to be honest, whether you start longing here or just a bit lower. Of course, the risk to reward ratio and the position size is going to be way different, but overall, if this goes to all-time highs, it's going to be decent gains. So I think I'll set an alert here somewhere, just so I don't miss it. It might be this V up here that might be the king for now. DAX going towards highs. Oz kind of looks decent. We had the idea 1, 2, 1, 2 here. There's a really decent looking one here. I think this might be another 1, 2 here. It's kind of a bit more choppy, but this meltdown fits really well into the idea of a B wave top, and then we could have a diagonal here. I mean, this is just yet another one of those, and this has to be something like this. These areas looks really good. Old monthly, we haven't closed through it though, but we have a POC here. Six one as well. I think, yeah, this is definitely something that I'm interested in. Front running a bit. And again, if these start to fail, we know that it's no longer a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you know. And this is on all. I want to see the reaction on this if we come back down. The pullbacks are now what we are looking for long setups. Tesla had loads of things here. Get rid of those. Yeah, so still the very same setup that we've been having. I think this one-to-one hitting WXY one-to-one extension here, really decent area. And these are the areas you would be looking for short. And then looking for long somewhere down here. Maybe this POC is something that we could be very much into. I'm probably averaging around 271 if I want to be looking for longs. It's not going to be really good because the invalidation is all the way down here. So you would have to have the stop down here, which makes the risk to reward ratio really bad, or to have it somewhere in here. Might be better to wait for a reaction, something like this, look for the some kind of consolidation or some kind of three-way structure downwards. I think that is the play on Tesla, because the risk to ratio is not that good, even though we see the pattern. Meta, it's coming down as mentioned, or as we were expecting, and then maybe one more high. This should be somewhere here, and then fifth wave. Let's replace these with the proper. And of course, it's still possible to have this as a WXY and this something else. Topping patterns we are looking for as well, but kind of scary. Fifth of the fifths we are still looking for. Bubba never reverted. It's just been reverting downwards still. GameStop pulling up a bit. 1.618 extension is good. It could be that it's starting to get a high here. We haven't really seen this long of a structure in the bull runs where we've been seeing it's just straight up. This has taken very little time, 27 days, and this from the lows. You could even count in from here if we want to have this as a diagonal. This would be the longest, 192 days. And this previous, well, I might be wrong. We had the structure here, where we had the extension, massive extension. But at the moment, I don't see any ways to long it. Maybe when it comes back down, once this whole pattern completes, or if you see locally. Well, I mean, at the moment it looks decent. Three-way structure here. I'm probably setting alert here. Oh, maybe I take a small shot on this. This is again a three-way structure coming down in a bull run, and you should be longing that, right? Netflix just ripping through everything. This is not right because the third wave extension is wrong. So instead, it probably is a 1-2-1-2 here instead. The 1-2. Let's see, we probably need to go higher time frame. It's getting close to 1-to-1 here as well, I think. Yeah, it's getting closer and closer to that. I mean, the most bearish way of looking at this is this. 3, 3, and then 5. That is scary. Coinbase. We're looking for this as a 1-2. Some kind of consolidation and then pop up. Still expected. Apple is doing really decent. Didn't take out the low. Amazon doing as well. Palantir, is that delisted or what? Is there something that I missed completely? Plant here? Okay, I need to take a look at that. Is that bankrupt or something? Mara. Gaining speed now here. We can take a look at that total 3 as well later on the stream. To see. Expecting that continuation still to come. This is quite drastic of a move. Nvidia. Not sure if it took me out actually. I need to take a look at that. It probably did. I think I had the low this low here as my stop loss. So I've been once it creates a new high, I've set it to the past low as a stop loss, because we've already had this potential pattern complete here. I just haven't updated this one, so something like this, or even from here as a diagonal. And there's a chance that this whole thing is getting finished, but the thing is that it's not that large of a pattern, meaning the extension here is very one-to-one-ish looking. Yeah. What do we have here on high time frame? What were we expecting? 1, 2, 1, 2, some kind of 3, 4. Extension maybe on this third or fifth. Should be primary or something. Might be that this is wave 2 as well. That we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super small in time. However, you can see on basically this daily time frame, we did create a bottom here on RSI. And this would be the third wave. So 1, 2, 3, creating a sideways 4, 3, 4, and 5. Very possible, I think. Yeah, that's nice. MSTR, maybe we should add this Nasdaq. There's so many companies that we could look at. I guess this is one of those that is really on the rise now because of crypto. Maybe we do some kind of analysis here. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Jeez, look at that. And it's down from all-time highs, 28%. With this kind of correction. Oh wow. And that is yet another three-way structure coming down. Could be some kind of wave fall. And yeah, if we want to be longing this, there's definitely upside here. Oh jeez, look at that. Those gains are just ridiculous. Regular price. Yeah. This really looks like a 5. However, we have taken out the high already, which is probably why we are getting some kind of pullback here. 1, 2, this is massive cycle start. Could be even super cycle. This is very large for a wave 2. I gotta mention that. But we can't really have a... I mean, we could have a diagonal here. It would be kind of weird looking. In time as well. Yeah, that is whack. The easiest way to label this, I feel like, is something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. This has to be another 2. And this now would be in 3. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. That is a ridiculous rise. This is common for a wave 2. This is definitely not a common. That common for a wave 2. But I can't really see it being any other way either. Except that diagonal. That's weird. That would potentially have it as a ABC as well. Yeah, it's still at that area. So you could have bearish scenario would be an ABC here with that diagonal. Yeah. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Had the ideas of looking for a short. It has taken me out now. I have longs on some altcoins. This might be coming down lower. We do have that divergence here. Bullishly thinking we could have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I'm kind of low here now on tomorrow, and then we can continue off higher. Because I think we are still looking for these higher prices. If we are starting to take out these previous wave 4s, then we are getting in trouble. Similar on ETH. This is very strong of a move up. ETH is still looking for higher and higher. I think it really needs more structure based on this, because we can't really label this into a diagonal here like we can on Bitcoin and some other altcoins as well. We can't do that on ETH. Not even here, because we just don't have it. Don't have a wave 5 here. And I don't really think, and also this low, yeah, of course. We can't really have this because it's truncated. Check out some of these other ones, Litecoin. Really nice pump. 2x here from the lows. And again, these are the like mid caps. Then again, dot 2x. I think I just yesterday, a couple of days back, I invested in this on spot because I saw this just 3 wave here, and somewhere around here I got in a small bag again because I have faith on this. I think dot was one of the ones that I had super much on the last run, on 2021 run. And I sold some, I think, somewhere in here. But now, of course, it's crashed down to $4 from 55. That is ridiculous. 90 some imprints down. Oh. But now it's getting steam back. 1, 2. It's probably minute. Bullishly, I could say that this is a 1, 2. And 1, 2. Well, if I put my proper bullish glasses on, this could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and then looking for fifth. Sub-minuet, third, fourth, fifth. And you can see that this kind of fits into the idea that we had on ETH, that we are still looking for higher prices. The thing here is that this is worrisome. Because this is a new low here. But of course there's a possibility that this was a three-way like so, and then we had some kind of five here, or just the end of this, whatever this was. BNB creating these all-time highs around these, and still looking that might need up going a bit. Here on BNB we never took out this low, so it's always cool to see. AVAX, another one that I like, because of basically this pattern here. Whether this is a 1-2 or AB does not really matter. Higher time frame either doesn't really matter. If we have this as a 5 or ABC, ABC, creating a WXY, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so A, B, and C. Both of these would be looking for higher prices now here. Same pivot from here as an A, B, and C, and locally, how we'd be just labeling this last legs up. Not quite sure, because this is not the perfect. This is very three-way vision. I can't really say that we have a ABC like this. One thing that I was thinking previously was this, but this just continues to climb up. So I don't think this is too valid. I think I have to say that we have a 1-2 here. And this is yet another 1-2. And then we are currently looking for that third wave here. Around 1.618 right there. Then these somewhere here. And this is again saying the same exact narrative that we are looking for, longer in price. But just by looking at this, how small this is, and in comparison to this A here, the expectations are 1-to-1, so 133. So that would be almost 3x from now. I'm not quite sure how, but this fifth wave would have to extend, or this third wave now would have to extend to get towards that 1-to-1 extension. And that October highs that we would have here, 2025 October, November, that is so far away. I don't know, it would need to extend in quite a long time. Yes, really bullish as well. But similar. Doge. Yep. I did not see this pump here earlier, or originally. But we have to just say that, okay, wave 4 was somewhere in here. This was the low here on RSI, where my indicator indicated that, okay, buy time, what was it? It was the low. It was the low. And now we've, even if we had bought it here, so that is somewhere in here, let's see, somewhere in that area. So these two candles, this high here, 80.086, we would have had 400% gain now. Phantom, and yeah, that was weekly alerts. Daily alerts, of course, there's way more, but those are also happening in here as well. Yeah, you would have been selling, nice gains, buying somewhere here, here, selling again, buying, selling that top, buying again. But yeah, nothing here. Last time Phantom was a buy on my indicator was March 2020 on a weekly. ADA had this low as a buy. It's cool. Of course we went lower than that as well. And here we had a really nice divergence here. Looking for that 1-2, coming back down 1-2, and now we are pumping towards that 3rd, 4th and 5th. But yeah, this is really good looking in my opinion. This is like one of the prettiest anyway patterns that we have on crypto. Bearish idea is that we have a 3-wave structure here. Once this, if we get a sideways correction up and we get to around 1-to-1 to 1.382, this box where we are basically right now at, if we are starting to pivot downwards, and especially once we take out this low here of around 28 cents, then it's more likely that, then it's confirmed that this is a 3-way structure here, and we get a structure like this, potentially even down here into these lows. As long as we hold the lowest low of all, there is still a chance. And then we could be looking for massive profits if one can hold that long, and if crypto just doesn't die or something. But I don't really see that as a thing. There's too many small degrees here. I don't see anything. Buys here. Couple buys actually here on cake. Divergence, nothing here. No buy on Link. Actually, Link is one of those that I bought not too long ago and got a pretty decent pump as well. The thing here on Link as well is that we started with a 3-wave. We can't really put this into a diagonal either, so it's kind of weird. But because we just have to accept it. But yeah, I think this has loads of potential still. Climb up higher. Sol, massive, outperforming everything. Did we take out the all-time high on Solana? That is not properly placed. There we go. We might have. Yeah, we did actually. Okay. So we have confirmed that this is not a start. This is not a 5-way move to the downside. So we have to label it as WXY. What it doesn't mean is that we can't create something like this, but this again looks very impulsive to the upside, so I don't see that. This is yet one of those as well, very pretty, but this is also indicating that it's coming to an end of something soon rather than later. And 2025 September would be only in here, which is so weird, because that would be the top of Bitcoin with a 4-year cycle idea. So we would have to be climbing with these last trends all the way up in there. But of course it doesn't mean that Solana has to do that. Just generally the altcoins, and well, all the coins. Atom, I think I still have this from last run as well. Definitely wasn't the prettiest one. And yeah, I think I need to relabel this on this higher time frame here. because I see the pattern instantly here, and it's just not this. I think somehow we would have, let's get rid of all this. I think this is actually wave 1 top here. So we would have 5 here. It might be truncated, which I do hate the idea. One, two. I think it might be something like this actually. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. That way we don't have to label this into a diagonal, which you could, I guess. But it's one way label like so as well. I think this fits decent here as well. No, it's actually diagonal, yeah. I don't know where wave 2 is. It's right here. Hiding. But yeah, this would fit into the idea that we have reached a low of something. And this would now be a 1, 2. I don't think this is minor. I think this is looking for some kind of wave 4. Oh, sorry, 3 here, 4, 5, and then would be looking for a pullback, potentially back into this area. We have loads of volume down here, $5. Setting definitely an alert here. Kind of like that. And finally divergence here. Yeah. XRP, just massive pump here. Previously, I remember when we were talking about the very high time frame, how I hated this thing here, and with like I was thinking and talking to other people as well with LA Wave community and how we are going to be labeling this, and this I think was the only option to label it bullishly. And we somewhere on these smaller time frames we also saw these diagonal expanding leading diagonal patterns on XRP specifically. It might be just a characteristic of this, but at the moment I would be super careful already on this. We know what happens here. It's like if this is somehow a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, then cool. Happy for the XRP. What was it called? Army? Yeah, XRP army. But the pattern is coming to an end soon, and then we are looking for that wave 2 again. So I'm gonna 3 wave and then hop on it. June 2022. Yeah, that was the exact low. It's not too often that this gives out signals. I probably should create a list or create alerts. I don't know if TradingView actually gives out or allows me to set alerts somehow in bulk for everything, because I Could add alert here. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I should have like a the portfolio that I'm liking, and then have set alerts for those. I'm quite liking the previous mid-cap coins at the moment. These are the exact same list that we had on the last run. Now Ape took at the all-time low, never a good thing. Sand, I mean 5 waves up, coming down. Yeah, it's not that great. Check out the total and total 3 still. It still looks like it is at the 5th, right? 5th wave now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Very similar to Bitcoin because it includes Bitcoin and altcoin market. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're on this extended 5th. But as seen on ETH, I think we are still needing a higher 2 to be made. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I posted this DXY idea so long ago, where we had a pivot here, or if we create a 3-way structure here, pivot up, then we could be doing this as a 3-way structure. And now, okay, it's still not anywhere close to validated too much, but this has very much of a potential doing this. And if we are looking in time, how long this first structure took, this is early April, May. That would be the 1-to-1 extension. Not over 1, let's see, with 2. Okay. We are just comparing this first structure to the last here. June, August, September, October. You would need to go to 2.618 extension in time in order to be in that Bitcoin cycle. And then we could be pivoting on US dollar. Or if this extends further down, of course, then it could be taking longer. And instead of ABC, we could be getting something way worse. But there's ways to label this in 5. We've talked about that previously. But we can see that this is kind of declining overall. We haven't created highs at all. So it's scary for the US dollar for sure. And as well on the, what was it called? The main currency. What's that labeled? Oh, whatever. I can't remember the term. But if that is changing, then this is going to be really big. But hopefully that will still take time, although this chart is not really liking that too much. But yeah, ABC down. If we still want to be bullish on DXY, we could be looking for pivot all the way until 83 and then move up. But we'll see. The bonds could still get one up, maybe. We're looking for a pivot. We have received that pivot now. Can't even remember when we were looking at this last time. And if this low holds, as I am expecting it to. We still could get one more high on bonds. But it might be that we have labeled this wrong as well. Or me. Stocks above 50-day average. Large crash. June crash. This is a pretty cool chart. Probably should use this in some kind of analysis overall with the ES and some of the indices as well. Because this is telling quite a, well, it's just about averages, but yeah. But when markets are overheated for a longer period of time. But maybe at some point. I think that is pretty much all though for now. VRA. I'll take a look at that. VRA. Is this the USDT one? Stock or crypto? I think VRA was somewhere here. Yeah, this looks really nice as well. Like this fire wave, easy fire wave. The thing is that this looks like a fire wave as well. On some other coins that we've had, this fire wave here could be a WXY as well. This is kind of scary still though, because this here looks like a 3-wave. It could be that this is the start. Let's make sure that this is still the low. It is the low. So bullishly, you could have this as a 1-2. Then looking for potentially new all-time highs. Yeah, this starts as some kind of weird 3-wave as well, but that's been really common now. I kind of think this still needs to go up though. We have a couple of these lower degrees here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this is pretty much done. I think one more high after consolidation here is at least coming here on BRA, Veracity. WBA, never heard of that. WBA, oh, Walgreens, okay. Ooh, what's going on here? Okay, well, obviously something ended. This is scary when we get into new lows on RSI. That is never a good thing in the cyclicality mind. But again, we can't really take these in face value because we never had a previous cycle where we would have established a low. So can't really use RSI here on this high time frame. But this is super scary. Oof. I mean, this could be just a 1, 2, looking 3, 4, 5 here. This kind of looks like 5 waves here, where this would be the end. And it's gone beyond the 1.6 on it. I'm thinking like a bullishly. The only way to look at it bullishly is that this is 3, then we have 3 extended as well. So A, B, and then looking for C. That would be weird looking. Yeah, it's kind of weird looking. Yeah, regulates even worse. I wouldn't touch this on Walgreens. I definitely wouldn't, unfortunately. But would I sell it either? And from all-time highs, you've already come down 90%. It's like a shit coin, basically, right? I don't know. I didn't sell on the last cycle. on Bitcoin or the altcoins. I didn't sell the shit that I still have. Loads of the shit coins in my bag that are probably now dead. But yeah, I can't make that decision for you. But yeah, anyways, I think that is pretty much all. If you're interested in learning more about Elliott Wave, there's a course on Udemy from me, and yeah, check it out. If you're more new to Elliott Wave, haven't learned yet, or I have a course on Patreon that teaches you the basics, and after that you have the option again joining here. So because again you need the basics understanding for this, but again here you have all kind of more Elliott Wave stuff, and with the RSI and cyclicity of the market as well. But yeah, I think that is all for now, and hope you to have a good weekend. See you next week. Bye bye.